Our planet is hurling through space at a ridiculous speed. That whole solar system is hurling through space at a ridiculous speed. In a galaxy which is hurling through space at a ridiculous speed. Going, nice job parking, Rita. Going on like. I swear this is a random question generator.
Natalia shall witness my life.
Open immediately. Uh-oh. Do you ever think how weird it is that we drink cow's milk?
Deuces.
I mean, think about it. That's weird, right?
Everything on this planet will go extinct, including us.
We're drinking milk from another animal. That's super weird. No, why? Who started that? I'm most excited that I've got a theme song. Hey, we're going. Happy summer, everybody. I look back at last year's. This is 2 weeks later than last year. So, whatever. I had 5 people stop me in various points in the last week or two asking when this was going to start again. Hey, I think last year 2 people stopped me at the end and asked me about it. So hey, I'm not good at math, but 5 is more than 3. I keep playing with my ear thing here because I'm not sure. I have a different setup. So it's a different mic. You'll notice I don't have, it's on the floor. The old mic that was right here. I got a different mic. You can't see it. It's off screen. The sound quality is not as good. So we'll see. I also changed out the old school headphones for some better quality earbuds. So it's mid-June. We're back at it. I've got lots of things to get to today. I did an interview with our new vocal teacher, Mr. Fredericksen. So he'll be on a little later. I'm recording this right now on Sunday morning. So I recorded his little part of it a couple days ago. It was good to sit down and talk to him. So how's everybody's summer doing? Mine has been pretty good. Very good. Right after school was out there, we had the big boy came through. I missed it last time when Jay Leno was on it. I wasn't in town. And so my dad asked, he said, hey, can I come down and watch the big boy go through Denison? I said, of course. So that was good. My dad drove down and spent most of the part of the day with us. We went out and watched the big boy. I'll put a video in here at some point. When I show the video, there's a guy in the foreground waving at the train. That's my dad, in case you haven't met him. So he came down for the day. That is an impressive sight. It's like you stepped in a time machine. You're seeing history. To see that giant steam locomotive engine and think, wow, that's steam. That's crazy. It's impressive. Anyway, if you didn't get a chance to see it, we drove out of town to see it because we went down to Main Street where it was going to stop, probably half hour before it arrived, to a sea of people. So we said, no. We drove out of town, almost clear out to, it's by Arion, by close to the old county home there. You can see on the highway. We pulled off. There was like us and one other car, and just got close to it as it went by. It was cool. And my dad spent the rest, or not the rest of the day, but a good chunk of the day. He had lunch with Sarah and I, my wife and I, and it will not surprise you to learn that my dad's side of the family have always been game players. Growing up, I'd go to grandma and grandpa's house, and my aunts, uncles would be there, and my dad, and they're just, at some point, it was expected after the meal was cleared from the table, we would get around the table and play something, usually a card game. The 500 was a big game. Another game that has a couple different names, but basically you're guessing how many tricks you can get. And anyway, he's stuck around. We played some Uno. We got my wife to play. She doesn't usually like to play, especially card games. She hates card games. But we got her to play. It was good. It was a good time. It's always a good time. So glad we got to do that. I already did a 5K. Well, technically 2. I did the traditional 5K. So here I've got some photos. The first 5K we did was Memorial Day weekend. So again, this is, if you haven't heard my whole running story, the person in this picture, I'll see if I can get it. Here we go. This is Mrs. O'Donnell. So this is the Atlantic Middle School band director. This would be Mr. O'Donnell, the high school band director's wife. Her and I actually taught together for a year or two when I was a high school director at Atlantic and she was a middle school director. So the O'Donnells are obviously friends of ours, but she's big and she got into running, and she's the one that talked me into doing all this stuff. So that's her in the picture. That 5K is Mill to Mermaid. So you start at the windmill in Elkhorn and go to the Mermaid Fountain in Kimballton. So those pictures are the beginning and the end, the mill and the mermaid. Anyway, it's good. I got a personal best at that one, so that was good. My watching some of the old videos from last year, I've forgotten. I've only been doing this serious running thing for like a year, and it's crazy how far I've come. I'm proud of myself. We talk about goal setting and incremental steps to something bigger. I don't think I really realized it until I went back to watch old videos to put that stupid trailer together. And to hear me talk about the running, I was like, wow, like a 10K was a lot for me. And now a 10K is like nothing. Speaking of 10Ks, yesterday, so Saturday, 2 days ago, if you watch this on Monday, was the Cornfield 10K in Omaha. So we went to do this 10K. Well, a storm started coming in. And so about 45 minutes before the race, they announced we're going to shorten this instead of a 10K. 10K is 6.25 miles, basically. We're going to shorten it to 3.4, so we can get through it quicker before the lightning and the storm comes in. And that was the right call. About the time that the storm was predicted to come in, it came in and it was pretty strong. So I was a little disappointed. Like, I got ready to run a 10K, and they cut down to 3.4 miles. So I had planned on, like, I'm going to do a 9.5 minute mile pace for these 6.25 miles. And my goal was to get my 10K time under an hour. And that was how I was going to do it. So we're at the starting line and it's going to be 3.4. So I'm like, screw it. I'm just going to go for it. Like, I took off. Like, why not? I had planned on a 6.25 mile and it's only going to be 3 something. I don't think I've ever done 3 miles that fast before. I got pictures. So this is proof that I actually ran it. Mr. O'Donnell took that picture on the left of me coming towards the finish line. Then on the right, of course, is Mrs. O'Donnell and I after we had both finished. But I kind of kicked that one's butt. I was tired at the end, but I ran hard. I got my stats here. So I ended up under 8-minute pace. So those of you guys are runners, like, I'd planned a 9.5 minute mile and I ran 7:56. So that's, for me, for 48-year-old, slightly overweight me, that is a crazy fast time. So I was tired at the end, but I ended up top quarter of of the runners. I ended up placing 375 out of 1,550. So in my gender, I was top half. My age group, I was number 27, like out of 80 something. I don't know. Anyway, best race I've ever ran. But I wanted to do a 10K, so I was disappointed. Couldn't do that. Getting ready now for, I guess, half marathons in November. So Mrs. O'Donnell and I were looking at, we got to find something else between now and then, especially since we didn't get the 10K in. I'm going to The Mandalorian and Grogu today. So when time you see this, I will have seen the movie. As of now, I haven't. We're going this afternoon, so I'll let you know. I did go to He-Man with Mr. O'Donnell. Speaking of the O'Donnells, he and I are the same age. We grew up with Transformers, He-Man, G.I. Joe. Those are the cartoons on Saturday mornings growing up. So we both loved He-Man. They had a He-Man movie in the late 80s. It was terrible. So we both went to this one. It was fun. It was the He-Man movie I wanted as a kid. It showed all the characters in real life, and it was super cheesy and did a lot of things that people who watched the cartoon would be like, oh, okay, I get that. If you guys aren't my age and you watch that movie, you probably spent the entire movie going, what is going on? But I loved it. It was fun. It was not a super well made movie by any means. The script was not great. Plot was but it was fun. Like, I just really enjoyed being in the theater watching that movie. Yeah, that's all I'll say about that. It was a good time for someone my age, at least. That's what I've been up to. I hope you guys have had a good summer so far. I've got kind of 2 sets of announcements. So let's get on to announcements.
Updates.
All right, announcements. So I said announcements in 2 phases. I've got stuff that kind of wraps up the end of the school year and then looking forward. So let's talk about end of the school year. First of all, outstanding work, and I really appreciate the students who helped out with Memorial Day. Cooper, Lazaro, Ella, Kevin, thank you. Like, seriously, that's the kind of stuff that makes me very happy as a teacher. There are people who had the time and ability and chance to take skills they've learned and give to the community through the Memorial Day service. Super windy. Oh my goodness. We fought the wind the whole time. We had magnets that didn't even hold the music, really. It was so windy. So I was super happy that those guys helped out. Again, Lazaro, Cooper, Ella, Kevin, they did a good job playing, but also fought the adversity. And I know in the world of adversity, wind at a Memorial Day ceremony is not the most adverse thing we're going to face as human beings, but it's analogous. Like, that's the attitude I like to see. This wind was bad. It was getting in our way, but instead of going, oh, the wind, we just dealt with it. Just dealt with the problem. I'm sorry for whoever mows the lawn at the courthouse. They probably hit about 3 little magnets that we couldn't find that blew off our stands. But huge thanks to those 4 for helping out. Cooper especially went the extra mile and did a new arrangement of America the Beautiful for us, which was awesome. Also at the end of the year, big thing that happened, it was Jaden Bradley won the statewide Major Landers scholarship. We've had 3 SWEBA winners win the statewide competition in the history of the scholarship. And the scholarship was going on when I was in high school, so it's a long time. There's only been 3 SWEBA people who won the statewide scholarship. The first was Mr. Beckeris. The second was an oboe player from Glenwood a couple years ago. And then the third was Jaden Bradley. So congrats to Jaden. There's a picture of us after we found out he won. Get a little trophy. The school gets a trophy too. So you'll see at the trophy case. Miss Beckeris accompanied him. That's why she was there. But I'm sure that's got to be special for Mr. Beckeris. He was the first SWEBA person to win that. And his student was the third. So awesome job. all around. I can't take much credit for that. That's all Mr. Beckeris and Jaden worked hard, and Miss Beckeris in accompanying him. And if you've heard him play a solo, it's impressive. So, and not just a solo, theory test, interview, sight reading, did a great job representing Sweba and Denison High School. So cool. 11-12 members, that piece we commissioned and premiered, Fields in Motion, which me and Mr. O'Donnell commissioned for a friend and colleague of ours who passed away. Got word last week it got picked up for publication. So that was awesome news. The publisher liked it enough that they want to publish it and sell it to other schools. So that's cool. I'm excited. When that comes out, I'm going to buy a copy and add it to our library. So that was really awesome news. There's last year. Now on to part 2 announcements. I'm not going to get into summer lessons or the fall marching band schedule right now. I'm still in the beginning of summer mode. So what I do want to take care of is summer concession stands. Shout out to Heidi Duarte Valdez. Heidi Duarte Valdez. Hearing my own voice in my ear I don't like it. I'm going to go back to the old headphones next time. It's just enough different that it screws me up. So shout out to Heidi, who said it when I was checking out Hy-Vee, you going to do summer concessions? And I went, okay, I will. I signed up for 2. It's the 19th and 29th. I have help already. The drum majors kind of jumped in. But if anybody else wants to work concession stand June 19th or June 29th, I have a 4:30, 6:30, and a 6:30 to 8:30 shift. I also talked to Mr. Fredericksen, and we'll talk about this more in his interview. Take some vocal ones. That's the 16th and 23rd. If you're in choir, email me or him and sign up to work. The 16th is, if you watch this on Monday, 16th tomorrow. So I'm a little worried. I told him he wouldn't have any problem finding helpers. Please don't make me look stupid. It's 16th and 23rd are vocal. If you're not in choir and you still want to help concessions, I won't be there. Mr. Fredericksen will. It's a good chance to get to know the new vocal director. You're going to like him. He's a nice guy, good guy, hard worker. But that's band ones, 19th, 29th. Vocal ones, 16th and 23rd. 16th. I think I said 22nd earlier. 16th and 23rd. That's it. That's your announcements. Let's get on to talking to Mr. Fredericksen and thought number 1.
Thought number 1.
All right, here we go. We're announce our thought number 1. Jeez, first week back, and I can't get this straight.
Cut.
Okay.
Take 2.
And okay, here we go. Thought number 1. Hey, I got a guest today. It's Mr. Fredericksen.
Hello, everyone.
Those who don't know, Mr. Fredericksen is the new vocal teacher here.
You're
So
right.
I've run into him cleaning up the old area up there and said, guess what? You're the first guest.
You know what?
He said, great.
It was really an honor because I was an avid fan last year when you did these.
That's
and so,
unfortunate.
and for this year in preparation, I watched them all again.
No. Oh, no.
I watched the good, the bad, the ugly. I watched your bike crash. That was a joy.
Haven't crashed my bike.
I watched Grant Olson's. That was amazing. You're such a trooper.
You know what I forgot about Grant's, because he's our first drum major up. He's next week is Grant.
Yeah.
Thanks for reminding me. I need to
You're
prepare
welcome.
for that one.
You're
I need
welcome.
to prepare him for that one.
Mm-hmm.
Full disclosure, this is the first chunk I've recorded. That's not entirely true. I already recorded all the beginning of this episode, and now I'm going to go back and redo it because I went like 45 minutes. It was way too long. So
Got excited.
This part that you're seeing now was the first recorded chronologically. I'm going to go back and redo the other stuff. So
Okay, great.
it's funny you mentioned the old ones because I was going to dig up the one where I said how miserable my 10K was, because that's we're recording this on Friday. That 10K is tomorrow. So
Okay, let's go.
I'll re-record everything. They don't care. I don't know why I'm
You
explaining.
did a
this.
half
Okay.
marathon though, right?
I've done
You did a full marathon.
I don't know if anybody knows this.
Wow.
I never talked about it at school. I know that
I was teeing you up for that one.
students didn't even realize
I
I went to marathons. I never talked about it,
I was-
or wore the clothing, or had the medal around my neck for 2 days. Okay,
I was teeing you up for that. Like,
Thanks.
just be like, oh, you ran a half. No,
you
full
get
one.
the assist.
Yeah.
I'm not a big NBA fan, but you get the whatever missed free 3-pointer that was. That it went. We've gone so far off the rails. All right, so Mr. Fredericksen, how's summer been?
You know,
Besides watching all the old.
it's been really good. I was kind of used to summer growing up. Obviously, you get the summers off. but I would always work over the summer,
Yeah.
so it would never be like a full summer off. And then as a missionary, these last 2 years after college, you would go directly to training in the month of June, and then July you would fundraise your salary. So
Okay.
I was off doing that for the summer, so it was a year-round position. So I'm kind of soaking it in right now. I have gone in a couple times to clean a little bit. I got this.
And he has.
I have. I got this idea from you actually. Is when you become a first year teachers, or if you're aspiring to be a teacher, you should, like, the first thing you should do is go into your classroom, clean it up, and make it your own. You should always just make it your own. Because
No, man, that's not a comment on
no.
on the person before you. And,
No.
and I was in the same position here in Denison when I came. The guy before me did a great job.
Mhm.
But if you don't make it your own, yeah.
Right, yeah. So you got to make the classroom your own, and that's exactly what I'm good friends with Mr. Aaron Holtz, and so he also suggests that, gave me a few pointers and tips, and so have a lot of other people. So I'm doing a lot of cleaning. I've been doing a lot of just relaxing. I'm trying to read a little bit more. I'm reading this book about this guy, his journey of practicing the piano over the course of a year
Okay.
to build up to play a piece for his wife. It was their song
Okay.
when they first got married, and so that was like an anniversary gift for her. So it documents the 12-month-long journey.
Is this a novel? Is this a fiction, nonfiction, like a memoir?
This
or
is just like, yeah, like his
Like
love
it
letter.
actually
Yeah,
happened.
yeah, this
Okay.
actually happened. Yeah. So that's
title.
well,
Oops.
title right here.
We'll add it right. Bam!
Bam!
There it is. Okay.
Right there.
All right. Excellent. Anything else special going on?
Oh gosh, not much. Just the Donna Reed musical that's coming up next
You
week.
helping?
Yes, I'm directing the music for that.
My
So
nephew is trying out for part, so I
Okay.
don't know. I got $1 in here. That's all I got.
all right, there,
There you go. Give him a part, will you?
Great.
All right. Excellent.
perfect.
Okay.
Did you watch the interview with Harrison Ford where the guy gave him $1,000 to give a spoiler for the new Star Wars movie, and he did? But
No.
He just said.
But he said the wrong thing, or he
Well,
said something dumb.
He
like,
said like it happens in a galaxy
right.
far, far away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know if I saw the actual thing. I've heard
Mhm.
stories about it.
Mhm.
Excellent.
Oh, also, sorry, another side note. I watched a video of this girl who played this piece on a trumpet, but she played it in the wrong key. It wasn't the Star Wars one, but
Oh, I
it
was
was,
gonna
it
say,
was
are you-
no, it was a different one though. It was a different one, and then people were making fun of her in the comments.
See, there's a side journey here. So we hosted a large group last May,
hmm
and I also took a group to see the IHSMA marching band contest last year. And so some groups who come out and they're not good at all,
Mm.
and you see something like that, and my first thought used to be, oh, what an idiot, but now you're like, no, that's not that girl's fault.
It's the people.
Someone failed her
Yeah.
as a teacher.
Yeah.
Like, same thing when we see bad groups, a large group of marching band. It's like, guys, those kids are trying their hardest.
This is a direct reflection of their educator.
They've been failed. Their
Yes.
teachers failed them.
Yep.
Look at you. Look at this. All this
It's great.
education talk. Good luck, Grant, following this up.
Good
All
job.
right.
You're gonna do great, Grant. Just make sure you come prepared with your leadership skill.
So that, I guess
We'll get into that.
we had a whole conversation before we started recording about him watching. Or did you? Do we?
No, we talked about
Was
it.
that on? I'm getting old.
Maybe we should.
Doctor says it's a normal part of aging.
Maybe we should just jump
Start
into the
this whole thing
leadership
over
skill.
again. All right. Hey, what'd you pick for your leadership for thought number
Yeah,
one?
I picked trust.
Talk to me.
So I picked trust because it's the most crucial, not just for like the student-teacher relationship, because if the students don't trust you, that's like one of the big things that they tell you as a teacher. It's like, you got to make sure your students trust you. So if they don't trust you, I got this from Mr. Meyer. Shout out Mr. Meyer. Leaders eat last, about the whole, like the submarine captain was saying, do this. And then they would say, aye, captain, but they had no idea what was happening. So that goes with trust. It's like trust to not only do the thing and execute it well, but also to ask questions, not out of like a spite, but out of curiosity, out of just like genuine, like, want to do what is asked of you. But also trust within yourself as well. I think maybe sometimes, and I guess I can't speak to this because I haven't gone through my first year yet, but a lot of teachers, whether it's their first year or their 10th year, they go through this like trust of, is what I'm doing helping
Or
this
the
student?
27th year.
Right, exactly. of like, is this thing that I'm doing for the student actually helping them? And you have to trust that what you're going to do is going to help them. And that translates to the students as well, because if they see that you're confident enough to trust in yourself, they're going to be confident enough to trust in themselves as well. And so like trust, yes, but it also, in the broader picture, it translates very well from student to teacher, because they pick up the things that you tell them, but they also pick up the things that you don't tell them either.
I always tell people the worst thing about teaching high school students is they are the best BS detectors in the world.
Mhm.
Like, they're better than adults.
Mhm.
Adults have gotten so jaded and have gotten to like political mode where they just need to please people, whereas teenagers, high school students, they can detect when you're fake and they don't like it.
Mhm.
Like, and it's not about playing nice about it. Yeah, so when you fake it, it never works. So.
Yeah, so early on, you just got to build that trust. You got to be real with them. You got to own up to your mistakes, but you also can't dwell on them either. And there's lessons in that for the teacher. There's lessons in that for the student. It's just a great relationship, and it can be really healthy when executed correctly. So trust is mine.
Yep, good. Well, and it's, I mean, when you talk about like, if you studied Maslow's hierarchy, it talks about, well, you got to be able to like have food and shelter before you can do this, and then you get to self-actualization, this whole pyramid you talked about. But in the teaching world, trust is the bottom. Like, if you don't establish that, the rest doesn't matter.
Right.
It doesn't matter. You could be the smartest person in the world. You could know everything you need to know about education. If you got no trust, it's
For sure.
it's wasted.
Understandable.
Yep. Good. Excellent. You ready for 10 questions?
I'm ready.
All right.
Also, what is never let them take away your pride mean to me? That's a great question.
Did I ask that last year?
You did.
Oh, well, let's.
I just,
what does never let them take away? Were you there when that happened?
I was.
So here's
Actually,
first hand.
This is a primary source. When I was a junior in high school, we were actually next to the field goal post, ready to march on for pregame. This is kind of our first run through, and we have our heads down. Drum major's about to do their whole cadence to get us all at attention, and then football players walk by, and I think that was the first moment where after that ordeal went down, where, this kid was being teased, I realized that this whole thing where we're a unit means a lot more than we're just a marching band. And that can go anywhere. That can be anything. It doesn't just have to be a marching band.
It was a marching band for you that day at that time, but
right.
It wouldn't matter what group you were in.
But it was one of those real life lessons where I don't know, it just kind of broadened my horizon to much more than just the marching band, because it was kind of just one of those click moments where it's like, oh, these are the real life situations that the adults in our life have talked about so much. And to be able to be a witness to that firsthand was kind of daunting a little bit. And I remember you walking up and down the field, kind of repeating, never let them take away your pride. And in between that, being like, I'm not yelling at you guys. I want you to know that I'm not yelling at you. But you were yelling at us, but not really.
There's a difference between yelling for emphasis and yelling like you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't you, obviously, you guys.
For sure. And so that's what never let them take away your pride means to me. And
that just always, like, that angers me still. Like, if you want to get me mad, that's it. Like, be disrespectful in a completely unnecessary way.
Right. I mean, like, yeah, we're teaching good musicians, but we're also, more importantly, we're teaching how to be a good person.
Right.
That's the skill that you carry on. And it's easily transferable.
Yes.
And it's easy to make an example out of it in activities like band, choir, sports, whatnot.
It's a lot easier in show choir or jazz band or mariachi than it is in math class. Not that the math teacher also, they want the same thing, but they don't have the same broad opportunities that we have in our groups. Yeah. And this become music education talk, but you start looking at programs and you can start to identify, that teacher is trying to make them a good band first and hope they are good people afterwards. This teacher is making sure they're good people and uses the music to teach them. I always hope that's the route we take. Like, be good people.
Yeah.
We'll use music as the vehicle to get there.
And that's what I look for, truly, in the programs that I was going to post high school. Is this person trying to make me a better person, or are they just in it for their own goals?
Right, yeah.
And so that's like, for those of you who are maybe going to study music in the future, if you're thinking about which program you're going to go into, like we said, like, you can detect BS very easily. So what is your program and what is your director? What are they after? What are they trying to gain from you right now? Are they trying to gain your betterment, or are they just saying the talent and wanting to just suck that out of you? Because that's how you drain, you burn out. So
yeah, 100%.
never let them take away your
Look
pride.
at you. You're more versed on this than I am.
Has
All
it-
right. What?
I was just gonna say.
What? What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say nah.
Okay, sure. All right, here we go. Random question generator. I have a new app now.
Perfect.
So these are different questions than last year.
Great.
All right, boy, right off the gate, we got it. What's your biggest regret? We just hit you with the hard one right off the. It's one, by the way.
Wow. My biggest regret is not taking the relationships that were in my life at that moment as serious as they were.
Okay. 2. Okay, skip. Okay, here we go. Are you a risk taker? What's the biggest risk you've taken?
I am not a risk taker. The biggest risk that I did take was post-college not going directly into music and choosing another opportunity.
Whole different conversation, by the way, but interesting nonetheless. Okay, number 3. What was your favorite children's book? Oh.
Oh man, there was the I Spy books. There was like a bunch of children's toys in them, and then you would have to find a certain toy.
Oh, okay. 4. If you could go back in time and change one thing, what would it be? These are deeper than the other ones were.
Yeah, they're very
The other
daunting.
ones were like, what color would you be if you were a horse?
They're very daunting.
All right.
Like, it's like, if you could go back in time and change
One thing.
One thing. Not investing in stock when I was 12 years old.
There you go. I'm skipping some of these. Sorry.
Okay, that's all right. This is the test run.
This is, yeah. Grant, you're next week, I think. You're not getting the same question generator. All right. What would you be doing if you were not here right now?
Cleaning
Yeah.
the classroom.
That's good.
Prepping music.
Was that 5?
Fingering show choir. I thought you were counting.
I was. And then I don't know if my hand is up because it was 5 or because I was getting ready.
We'll just keep going.
Doctor says it's a normal part of aging. Number 6, we think. Would you risk your life? I got to change this. Would you risk your life to help a stranger?
Yes.
Number 7, what countries have you traveled to? That's an okay one.
I was born in South Korea, so I guess I don't know if you consider that traveling to there, but recently, in the spring, I went to Italy. With the group.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Like what you said with the group?
It was like with the group that I work with.
Okay.
We went to Rome, and then we went to Assisi.
Nice.
Mhm.
I think this is 8. What did you have for lunch yesterday? What'd you have for lunch today? Let's change that. That's post lunch.
I had McDonald's, the spicy chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fan?
It's okay. It's fine.
You know Casey's has the crispy chicken and the spicy chicken? Are
They
you
do?
aware of the chicken sandwiches at Casey's?
No, I'm not.
Okay, they have
Yeah.
a crispy chicken, then they have a spicy crispy chicken.
Okay.
Right? I don't mind spicy food, but I'm getting to a certain age where,
It doesn't.
listen, everybody poops.
Listen.
It goes through me fast.
I agree with you.
Okay. You're a lot younger than me, but that's okay.
No,
Wait, you agree with me that it goes through me fast?
I
or-
agree with you that it goes through
Okay.
through people.
Right, and I have to be prepared if I'm gonna eat something spicy. There's a whole situation. Anyway,
It's got to be a journey.
they mismarked the chicken sandwich once. It was the most angering part of my day.
Actually, I've been trying to food prep more, so that's kind of
I got home.
yeah.
That's good
Mhm.
because that gets me in trouble when I go to Casey's all the time.
Yeah.
Number 9, we think. How do you like your eggs cooked? That's more
Over
in line
easy.
with it. Okay. I tell you, I had a summer job working for like a cook for old people.
No.
Like when I taught in Atlantic in the summers, we didn't have summer band. I was like, I'm bored. I can't. Like I like having time off in the summer, but I get bored. So I got a job working at a retirement home
That's amazing.
in the kitchen,
Mhm.
and I would have been like 26, 27. I didn't understand eggs are cooked differently until they made me do breakfast one morning, and you have to take this cart out with like the skillet and everything. You go around and ask them, how do you want your egg?
You cook
They're like over easy. I'm like, I'll be right back. I had to go ask somebody.
I used to like scrambled. That's kind of one of the demarcations I think to adulthood is switching from like scrambled eggs to like over easy
good.
eggs.
I just discovered poached eggs about 6 months ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right. Not that they're not great, but they're
okay. They're fine.
They're not messy. All right, this is 10, I think. What is the one thing you would change about yourself?
Can you ask a different question?
Yes.
I wouldn't.
These are terrible questions, by the way.
Maybe to answer that question, not in the way you want, but I've gotten buzz cuts several times before.
Yeah.
They're not good.
Yeah.
I don't like them, but it's just something to shake it up.
Okay.
And so I've gotten a buzz cut.
So is that your,
once in a while?
Do I need a 10th question? Is that going to be?
Unless you find an exciting one.
Then these are exciting. In fact, some are controversial.
Mm.
All right, here we go. Go ahead.
I can tell you my favorite quote. Success is not measured by what you do. It is measured by who. No, wait. Success is not measured by.
I've heard this.
What you do. It's measured by who you are. And, oh my gosh. Success is not measured by what you accomplish. It is measured by who you are and what you do.
Okay.
Do you remember that?
That
was a quote on your desk.
I was gonna say I know that quote. I don't know why. Was it a little black?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Paula and I were very interested in that one.
Where that went? Oh, it's over there.
Oh.
It's right there behind the Bumblebee piggy bank.
1 sec.
He's gonna go grab it.
Success is not measured by what we have. It is measured by who we are and what we give.
Look at that. There it is.
My favorite quote.
Very good.
We'll just scoot that on.
What are you drinking in that cup there?
Diet Coke.
Of course you are.
What?
All right, nothing. We both are drinking Diet Coke.
Oh, perfect. It's better than regular Coke. I used to be a Coke fan.
Listen, Diet Pop is terrible for you, and I drink way too much of it.
But it's got 0 calories in it, and that's...
I understand, but that's a whole different podcast. All right. Anything else to leave us with here, Mr. Fredericksen?
I'm excited to start. I'm ready. I'm just ready to start with a program that has been so near and dear to my heart. Hey, sign up for the Remind. I sent out an email to you guys through Dana Martin. So maybe you, I don't know.
It's also, we should mention now, I'll mention also, it's future right now, but it's past tense for those of you watching. The 2 session stands you signed up for.
Mm-hmm.
The 16th and 23rd.
Yep.
So you have school email yet?
I do.
So you can send either one of us. Is it N. Fredericksen?
N. Fredericksen at DenisonCSC.org.
And if you don't remember that, email me and I'll forward it to him. If you
Perfect.
can work, if you're in choir, it can work. I 4:30 to 6:30 or 6:30 to 8:30 or the whole night. Good chance to get to know Mr. Fredericksen.
That'd be great.
I'm assuming you're working.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would be.
Excellent. One last thing I'll say before we wrap this up,
Mm-hmm.
and just so you need to know this.
Sure.
I tend to tell the same stories over and over again because
I do too.
I'm
It's
old.
okay.
If someone were to go back in my life
Mm-hmm.
in the last 20 years and take every professional story I've told and line them up, number one, without a doubt,
I already know where this is going.
would involve you
I know where this is going.
and a lady from the New York Times.
Gosh.
I won't tell the story now, but
It's an amazing
anybody,
story.
if those students out there, especially if you're like in the front row of 11-12 concert band, you heard the story because I sitting in the back row must suck in concert band because you never get to be part of like anything.
That's why I switched from trumpet to the oboe.
Just to get closer to the front, see what's going on, get the tea down there.
Yeah.
Kids don't say that anymore. All right, that's all we got.
Great.
Thanks for joining us.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah, good luck getting ready.
Hey, good luck with whatever. I don't know.
All right, well, we'll see you later. Peace.
Thought number 2.
All right, thought number 2. I'm gonna get those of you who watch Family Guy. You know what grinds my gears, Diane? Let's talk about Walmart. I'm going to talk about top 5 things that drive me absolutely insane when I go to Walmart. Number 5, people driving the wrong way in the parking lot. Guys, there's 1 or 2 aisles that are 2-way, but almost every parking lot aisle is 1 way. You can tell because all the cars are parked the same. When I'm coming down a row and someone else is coming the wrong way up it, I get obstinate. Like, I'm not moving. I'm not going to scoot over. You're going the wrong way. You will back up and find a different way around. That just drives me nuts. Okay, number 4. People who shop at Walmart with their earbuds in, or what's worse, the people who walk around with a Bluetooth speaker listening to music. What is wrong with you? We live in a civilized society. I don't want to hear your music. It might be great music. I don't No, that's selfish. That is a person saying, my bubble, my world, way more important than all of you guys. I don't get it. You're at Walmart. You're not cool. You're, again, shopping at Walmart. That's dumb. It's one of those times where people try to look cooler, but actually, because of the situation, they're making themselves look so much dumber. Okay, number 3. The people who shop for online shoppers at Walmart. If this is one of you, if one of you out there works at Walmart, God help you if this is you. I get it. People shop online and you have to go get the stuff. Whatever. I don't have a problem with that. I've used the online shopping probably twice. You got this. First of all, I don't know why you need to go online shop for 12 people at once. You got these huge carts. And the people who shop with those are generally driving them down the middle of the aisle. They'll stop in the middle of the aisle and sit there and look at the shelves trying to figure out what they're supposed to get. You're blocking the aisle. And oblivious, because you know what? Most of the time, they have their earbuds in. Did I just pull Mr. Weber's? You've got your earbuds in. So I don't know what you're listening to, but you're not paying attention to the rest of the world. And you're an employee. Oh, man. I tell you what. Number two, this is semi-related. Someone who works at Walmart can just explain this to me. Why do you insist on stocking things in like at 4:30 in the afternoon? I can't get through aisles because there's 3 pallets of toys in the middle of the aisle. And not in the toy section. They're like in the middle of the aisle by the clothes. Or I don't understand how it can look like you're constantly stocking produce and there's never produce. Like, whatever. I know you guys that work at Walmart don't make these decisions. Why are we stocking the store? Do it at 7 a.m. Why is it happening at 2:30 in the afternoon? All right. Last, this is the worst. Walmart. Open letter to the Walmart Corporation. You are the biggest, I'm assuming, biggest retailer maybe in the world. And you don't have tap to pay. I can tap to pay at the high school concession stand. You understand? I can tap to pay to get into an honor band concert. Not at Walmart. Nope. No tap to pay. Get with it, Walmart. Come on. All right. There's my second thought. That's what grinds my gears. It's been a good summer so far. I hope you guys are having a good summer. Drum major will be on next week. Probably Grant. We'll see. I'll show you. We've got the music picked out for marching band. So I'll get that information to you next week. We'll give you a little preview of it. Hey, enjoy the summer. Look for the summer mailing in a few weeks. And concession stands. All right. Peace.
Like we don't care. Feel the fire, it's in the air. Announcements and two thoughts, yeah, loud and clear. We'll always share. Fast and fierce, like we don't care. Feel the fire, it's in the air.
Peace.